On July 20th, 1973, Bruce Lee was pronounced dead at only 32 years old. The world refused to believe it, because just weeks earlier, he looked unstoppable, fast, powerful, almost superhuman. But more than 50 years later, something happened that brought the mystery back to life again. During a private preservation inspection near Bruce Lee's burial site, specialists reportedly discovered details inside the tomb area that immediately raised new questions. Questions about the final days before his death. Questions about what was happening to Bruce Lee physically before the world ever knew something was wrong. Radar scans, sealed structures, unexpected preservation conditions. And according to several reports connected to the inspection, some experts inside the site became visibly uncomfortable after entering the chamber area because what they found did not match what many people expected after half a century. And suddenly, one terrifying question returned again. What really happened to Bruce Lee before he died? Today, we're breaking down the mystery, the final days, and the strange details that still make Bruce Lee's death one of Hollywood's most disturbing legends. Back in the late 1960s and early 1970s, Hollywood had never really seen anyone like Bruce Lee before. Fast, explosive, controlled, but more importantly, real. That's the key. Most actors looked like performers. Bruce Lee looked unpredictable, dangerous, like someone you genuinely would not want to fight. And audiences felt that immediately, especially during films like Enter the Dragon and The Way of the Dragon. Because Bruce Lee wasn't simply acting tough. His physical speed was real. His discipline was real. His obsession with self-mastery was real. Even professional fighters later admitted how shockingly fast he appeared. And unlike many movie stars, Bruce Lee trained constantly, not for appearance, for efficiency, power, precision. That created something extremely rare on camera. Authentic intensity. People weren't watching choreography, they were watching controlled violence. And psychologically, audiences react very differently to authenticity. What many people forget is that Bruce Lee arrived during a period when Hollywood almost never portrayed Asian men as dominant masculine figures. That's important historically, because Bruce Lee completely shattered that image. He wasn't submissive. He wasn't comic relief. He controlled every scene he entered. Confidence, intensity, physical dominance. And suddenly, global audiences saw something they had rarely seen before. An Asian superstar who felt powerful enough to intimidate Hollywood itself. That changed culture permanently. Not just movies, masculinity, fitness culture, kumbaspol, even confidence itself. Because Bruce Lee sold an idea men deeply respected. Self-control, discipline, mastery over fear. And those qualities never go out of style. This is where Bruce Lee becomes different from ordinary celebrities. Most stars are remembered for movies. Bruce Lee is remembered for presence. When Bruce Lee entered a room on camera, people paid attention instantly. The eye contact, the posture, the stillness. He understood something psychologically powerful. Real danger rarely looks nervous. And Bruce Lee mastered calm intensity better than almost anyone in film history. That's why old footage of him still spreads online today. Because modern audiences still feel the same thing people felt in the 1970s. This man feels real, and authenticity ages far slower than trends. Then suddenly, everything stopped. On July 20th, 1973, Bruce Lee died unexpectedly at only 32 years old. And instantly, the mystery began. Rumors, conspiracies, questions. Because people struggle emotionally when someone who feels larger than life dies young. Especially someone who appeared physically unstoppable. And maybe that's why Bruce Lee became immortal culturally. He never aged publicly, never became weak, never faded slowly. The world remembers him exactly as he was. Young, fast, dangerous, forever. Here's the truth. Bruce Lee still feels dangerous 50 years later. Because audiences don't believe they're watching a celebrity. They believe they're watching a real human being operating at an unusual level of discipline, focus, and intensity. And authenticity like that almost never disappears. So ask yourself this: will Hollywood ever create another figure who feels as real, intense, and culturally untouchable as Bruce Lee? Or was he truly a once-in-history phenomenon? Backhand index pointing down, what do you think?